Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Aquarius December 23, 2022. The Sun enters your friendship and dreams sector today, where it will stay until January 20th. This month-long cycle can be quite supportive and pleasant. It's a time for focusing on plans, projects, and dreams in which satisfaction and fulfillment are the goals. It's a period for prioritizing the connections in your life. This new theme pulls your attention to happiness goals and networking. Your need for others or for spending time with people and projects that help you detox emerges. Your mood is more hopeful and positive. Sharing ideals or visions with others gives you a boost, and you get more satisfaction than usual when your actions positively impact others. Today, the Sun and Jupiter form a square aspect, and recent excesses have a way of catching up with you. You can be in a generous mood, but perhaps a little overconfident, and overspending and even overstating can be a problem. Or, feelings of being overwhelmed can lead to some waste or lack of productivity. Expectations are high, but the desire to put forth effort is temporarily low, and this is a big mismatch. It's not a good time to count on our impressions since an inflated mood can play with our perceptions. However, it's a good time to think big and stretch your imagination. Welcome the winter solstice with open arms. The winter season in the northern hemisphere has arrived. As the shortest day with the longest night embraces you, know that each day going forward will slowly but surely bring you back in the light. Use the energy of this high-powered cosmic energy to reboot your life and relationships. You should turn within to understand your inner desires and motivations. This will allow you to have a clear vision of what you'd like to manifest in the days, weeks, and months ahead. You have the passion and power within you. You are in demand. You might feel like more people are acknowledging your professional achievements than usual since the moon will enter explosive Sagittarius today. Embrace the spotlight since this is just the beginning given that the Sun will also enter Capricorn. Once Capricorn season begins, it looks like you will be on everyone's mind and your greater professional community. Expect your online presence to pop off while connecting with more professionals through events. Make sure you talk about your goals when you are networking since someone could offer you a chance of a lifetime. Having the moon in your career sector as the Sun leaves today will ensure your professional instincts and imagination are fueled and you are emotionally and intuitively engaged as the solar spotlight shifts off your career situation and matters. In Jupiter's first full day back in your income sector, the moon is also acting as a link between everything banked so far professionally and the start of a new chapter of income growth and expansion. Speaking your truth is the beauty of life and relationships, otherwise all beauty is hollow, and life becomes merely a charade. If you feel the tug of certain buried truths, it is wise to welcome them forth with the dedication to making yourself whole. If you feel you need more sleep in order to gear up for the changes you sense afoot, have the courage to say no to an unhealthy meal, and get to bed as early as you see fit. No excuses necessary. If you have a family of your own and are wondering about ways to bring everyone closer, consider using some of this day energy to help you find the means. This essence encourages expression and creativity. Perhaps there is a project that everyone can get involved in. Special occasions and holidays present opportune times for family bonding. Allow your imagination to take hold. You're sure to think of something if you allow yourself the time to explore the possibilities. The Sun's departure from your career sector tomorrow is something that will always take the solar spotlight off your career and professional situation, matters and options at this time each year. What is not the norm is for this to end all planetary activity, and for the first time since 1990, there are no planets staying on to keep the momentum going. Fortunately, the moon is here and this will ensure you are emotionally and intuitively engaged, your professional instincts are sharp and there will be no sudden drop-off. However, with the moon leaving tomorrow there is a need to pay attention. The Sun's return to your friendship sector today will not only see it join up with Venus and Mercury, the planets of love and communication, but on an important day for both. At the same time that Mercury moves into his final week in direct motion, and as he prepares to revisit the past from next week, as she moves into her final 12 days, Venus is working with Uranus, together making this a day for serendipitous moments or encounters. Our eyes in the sky. The Sun moves into Capricorn today, marking the solstice and beginning of winter. This ambitious sign lends us plenty of resilience as we navigate the holiday season. A square between the Sun and Jupiter gives us the opportunity to communicate bluntly, but try to avoid being too matter-of-fact with people who are especially sensitive. The energy here can also cause our focus to shift toward the things we want to accomplish before the year ends, while considering our goals and resolutions as we continue to inch toward 2023. You feel impatient, on edge, unable to relax. It's particularly difficult to find any peace. If you're normally calm and well-balanced, this is the stimulation you need to put plans you have been thinking about for a long time into action. With such an enterprising attitude, you may be overstretched. If you feel on edge, allow yourself the peace you need. If you enjoy buying yourself something new, go ahead and do it. You have the means to do so, and it's about time you treated yourself. Your finances allow you to make a small investment, and you are sensible enough not to overspend. An opposition between the Sagittarius moon and Mars retrograde can put us in touch with our personal power without sacrificing our sympathy toward others. Remember that helping others and you can helps you score karma points while providing an excellent outlet for this aspect. The energy here could make people a bit insensitive and more oriented around themselves, so try not to lose touch with your empathy, and avoid triggering discussions that could lead to arguments. Energy levels could take a hit as well, so try to pace yourself if you start to feel sluggish. If you can, go to bed a bit earlier tonight. In the late afternoon, the Sun exits broad-minded Sagittarius and enters tenacious Capricorn, the sign of the sea goat. Its ingress corresponds to the winter solstice in the northern hemisphere and the summer solstice in the southern hemisphere, marking the shortest and longest days of the year respectively. During Capricorn season, we seek to erect stable foundations upon which to build an enterprise. Our goals may be work-oriented, aligned with Capricorn perseverance, or relationship-oriented, aligned with Capricorn loyalty. Capricorn is a cardinal earth sign. It archetypally resonates with initiation, as well as with grounding our desires and visions into a tangible container. For any great work to be accomplished, we must be aware of the time, resources, and energy that we can devote to it. We must persist despite stacked odds, yet also know when to cut our losses. Here, we have a true opportunity to work literal magic, pulling our imaginative designs out of the ether, turning our fantasies into realities. In the late afternoon, the Sun squares off with Jupiter in Aries, an aspect that will play a role in the upcoming December 23rd new moon. This transit makes us indulgent and overly optimistic. We can lose focus and become less disciplined in our work, believing that everything will organically sort itself out without applied attention. However, the Capricorn Sun is an especially committed sun, so we have less to worry about in terms of follow-through. In fact, that may be the central problem. During the Sun-Jupiter square, we risk zealously making too many promises under the assumption that we can accomplish whatever we set our minds to. In the heat of the moment, we have no doubt that our initiatives will succeed. Yet when the dust settles, we may find that we've taken on too many assignments and we are unable to quit any of them. The best approach now is to wait and think about things before committing. Give yourself a week before firming up any plans.